Good morning. It's your boy Mike Nice the Barber. We are out here once again with the morning check-in, checking in on you. So I hope you checking on me. Yo, just Mish, what's good? Good morning. If you're not checking it now, you see it a little bit later. Just type yo in the comment box. Just let me know you tapped in, Mish. You know what I'm saying? And smile. Make sure you smile at somebody today. Comment, leave a comment, hit a like, share it. The whole nine. And that's it. We rocking and rolling, man. We rocking and rolling this morning. Good to be here. Miss, you on the way to work? What you doing? You out? What you doing? Shout outs are in order, man. Big Men's Fashion. What's up? Libra 94. Good morning. Shout outs in order. Shout outs in order. Yo, Miss, when you gonna get on? When you gonna tap in? When you gonna tap in? When you gonna tap in? Huh? Because you've been quiet too long. You've been quiet for too many years. I know what's going on. I don't know everything. I know some stuff. Big C, what's good? I said, all right. So Miss, yesterday we was talking about Puff, man. We was talking about Puff, yo. So with him. I don't want to. I just don't want to be like chickens coming home to roost with him. Yo, Rolls Royce, I'm up at it early, man. I gotta get back. I gotta get to that crib. So I'm up early this morning. This is the time I'll be up, but I said, yo, let me check in early because the time and be off, man. I can't start work at 10 o'clock. I got stuff to do, man. Time be going by so fast. Kids gotta go training. My son gotta go training and all that. Basketball training. I got mad stuff to do. We working. Oh yeah. You saw that my fault, Mitch. You saw that header I put up. Well, with a little bit of help. So it's crazy. That we working. Yeah. Our boy is giving homeboy the business, giving him the blues. Just came back from deployment and going on random lives for fun. Got any advice? What's going on? Sam, what you got? Get started. All right. This is what I would say, right? So Sam just got back from deployment. All right, this is what I'll say, Sam. To you, if I just never met you, if I never met Sam, well, I didn't. I would say write down all your goals. Write all your goals down. Short-term goals, right? And then knock them off a little at a time. Short-term goals, the short steps equal long strides. So you go score a little at a time, and you'll be straight. But I don't know your story, so that's what I would tell you. You just came home. That's what you gotta do. You guys follow your dreams and write it down, stick to it. That's what I would do. Yeah, back to Puff, man. I was thinking about it yesterday, right? And I'm wondering, yo, God bless Sam. Tap in when you want, man. Just let me know. Like I'll be on, but I always kick it with people. You know what I'm saying? And yo, feel free to get on the check-in and just say what's on your mind. It's all good. You'll get it. But make sure you write your stuff down. Stick to a plan. Yo, come on with this. Yo, everybody keeps saying, yo, Royce. This is crazy. Why is everybody saying, yo, anybody tell you look like Kurt Franklin? I don't look like him. I do not look like that guy, man. Tap in, Sam, when you want. Every morning. Yeah, it's wild, man. And I'll follow you back too, Sam. Get you right. Gotta get you right, man. Get you going. Yeah, it ain't funny, man. This is I don't really like that, but it's all good. Millie from Philly, yo. Y'all, we could be family. Mike's World. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Um, Arania, Arania, Arania Jenkins. Good morning. I'm trying to see the names. Follow me, I'll follow you back 100%. Really from Philly. We out here. We working. Um, yo, hit the follow too, man. If you tap in, hit the follow. Yo, T. Yo, come on, man. Matter of fact, you know what? Yo, will you be my yo T, will you be my Facebook dude? Like my StreamYard dude? Like I'm gonna hit your line later, but I'll talk to you about it. Like, cause we be on Instagram, right? Wait. All right, hold on, Miss. Hold on one second. Raina from Baltimore. All right, Raina. That's what's up. Good morning. Um, yo, hold on. I'm trying to juggle every every platform. I could do it though, but just a little at a time. With T, I gotta hit your line. Yo, I gotta hit your line because we'll be over here on Instagram. I want you to be on Facebook with me when you can. When you can, not all the time. Whenever you can. I'm not holding you to it, but yeah, you gotta help me with this side. All right, cool. Um, I always wanted to ask you, what was the first thing you decided to do when you wanted to start a business? Phase nails. Um, what was the first thing you decided to do when you wanted to start a business? What you mean was the first thing I decided to do? What made me want to open a business? I'm trying to I'm just trying to figure out what you mean. Positive vibes. I think I want to start a business. I'm torn between a laundromat and beauty supply. Um, Laundromat is always gonna make money. That's one. Laundromat is always gonna make money in a good neighborhood. If I opened up a laundromat, I ain't trying to give you ideas, but I'm just saying, if I opened up a laundromat, yeah, if you can do that without having to be there all the time, that's good income while you sleep. Get somebody to come clean up, and the money goes right in the account now, right? Because they got the you can go straight to your you can go straight it'll go straight into your account. I guess if you gotta get change too, that all that change, you get somebody to get the change and all that stuff. But yeah, that's a good business. I probably would do that before a beauty supply unless okay, so if I got a beauty supply, I'm gonna have people doing hair too. People doing hair and cutting hair. They're gonna provide those services. It ain't gonna just be a beauty supply because beauty supplies for us are harder than for the Asians because honestly speaking, we don't support each other enough in our neighborhoods. We'll go somewhere else. That's just Mike's truth. That's how I feel about it. 100%. So I don't know, but if you're gonna open a beauty supply, make some people work so you can get some more money. Not make some people work. Get some employees to do hair, cut hair, provide those services. um, Also, yeah, that's it. I hope you open a business, man. Good luck because people need to be relying on themselves, not always having these jobs and having to rely on them. You make your own money. You know what I'm saying, right? Millie, you already know you make your own money. Um, it's hard if you don't have a good repair dude too. Yes, for those laundry machines, for those machines, yeah, that's tough too. But a lot of businesses are tough. You just got to put in the work. It's not easy. You got to work. Yo, good morning. Good morning. We are out here again with the morning check-ins. The morning check-in, y'all. Uh, Star, good morning. Can you send me some money, cash out, so I could get something to eat? Yo, Stars back. Stars back. Stars backup page is up. I think that's your backup page. Yo, Royce. Star is back. Star, I'm not cash apping unless you get on. You gotta tap in and people gotta see you. You can't just not you can't just ask for money like that. You gotta tap in. Mish, you gotta tap in. Tap in. And show some love. Man. How you gonna do that? And I'm just being funny too. I'm being funny. But for real, seriously, you gotta show some love. So good. One day I'll cash app you. One day I got you. Um, I was actually gonna do that hairstyles, barbers, eyelashes. Yeah, that business is the beauty industry is always a great business, and make sure you sell hair too. You could really. I watched this girl become a millionaire. Um, I watched this girl become a millionaire. Chick I knew from hair. This was about 10 years ago though. Not 10, not 11, 12, about 10 or 8 years ago. Yo, good morning. And she made some money. She became a billionaire doing that. A millionaire, not billionaire. She might have lost all the money now, but she made a video a long time ago, put it on social media when it wasn't really popping like that, and she got paid. I dropped the ball on that one. I could have went to China myself, but I didn't know. It would been a millionaire Mike, but it's coming. So yeah, man. Back to Diddy, man. I was thinking about it, and we do know a lot of the stuff that he's done. Right? We don't know. We don't know. It's alleged, but everybody's not lying, right? But I would say that he was groomed for the business. Definitely groomed. Um, and he fell right in with everybody else. And the things that he was doing, and you got to think about the mindset. I'm wondering, about the mindset, right? Um, so when you do one-on-one sets, right? One-on-one, you're at one level. You got your one person that you're dealing with. Then maybe you might venture out, you start making some big time money, and you in that industry, you getting 2 and 3, you getting groupies, you getting all that stuff, and then the higher up you go, you get doing these parties with these higher ups. And while you getting groomed, you learning all these things and you're doing things that you might not normally do, right? You jeopardizing your integrity. Now you start to get into that. Then you one of those people. Then you get the big check. Yo, you did all this and we give you 40 million. Blow up. Crazy. Then you start saying, like, what's the limit? Like, what's the limit? Like, what's the next step that you go to, sexually? What's the next thing that they go to? They just start doing anything and start going to another level and to another level, right? That's what it seems like. I'm not that guy. And then you start getting people that want to be in the music industry. So then you've been groomed. So you must say, the hard time that I had, you're not going to get in there that easy. I did stuff. So now you got to do stuff. And you got to do 10 times more than what I did. And yes, it comes with the arrogance. He's an arrogant dude. The arrogance and the kind of confidence he has. He think he's invincible. There's nothing wrong with thinking you're invincible, but I guess untouchable is the word. Thinking untouchable. and then you start to do things, you start doing wild things and humiliating people, and it's this false sense of power that you have, man, that you can just, like you said, be invincible, do anything you want. But it's wild, man. Yo, follow me, I'll follow you back. DJ Diesel, shout to you. Um, it's just so many layers to it. There's so many layers. Like, yeah, think about, remember the band, and he made them walk across the bridge to get cheesecake, right? Now that's just that. Now think about some of the things people had to do, like the freaky stuff people had to do. Like, remember they were saying, it's all coming out, man. That Jaguar Wright was saying stuff, and they say she ain't right in the head, but sometimes even people that are a little nutty see things and they say them. So what it was, Christopher Williams was hitting them off or something like that. I'll be sure they was getting caught, these dudes. And they stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they like, well, I guess I got to do it, and dive right in. Like, we're not doing that. Not doing that. But for money, people are doing anything, man. So integrity, man. Do you have integrity? Do you still have your integrity? Do you think you lose it at a certain point and get it back? Can you ever redeem yourself from it? Oh, did he? Can you redeem yourself? Can you get back to, yo, man, what's going on in my background, man? This is wild. He's got paper in the back. That's wild. Well, that's gonna be the background today. Rock, good morning. We was wilding yesterday with the Diddy stuff. Integrity, man. Integrity is everything. Can you get it back? That's the question. Yo, good morning. Can you get your integrity back? I don't know. I am Tashi. What's up? Good morning. Positive vibes. What you think? Integrity, man. Can you get your integrity back? Because you'll lose it at some point if you lose it. If you do things that you wouldn't that compromise your integrity. That's it. If you do things that compromise your integrity, can you get it back? That's a good question. That's a good question. Y'all please comment on that. It's hard to regain it. Okay. The exact definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change. Mr. Rello, yo, good morning. So, being honest, strong moral principles that you refuse to change. Okay. That's so your integrity has to do with you, right? anything you stand on, anything that you stand on and stand for, if you go against it, you jeopardize your integrity. So if you do it once and then you continue to do things, no, you can't. All these sex workers, people that sell their souls, believe they can be hoes, but just don't call them a hoe. Yo, good morning, man. Now that's true. That's true because it's horror's behavior. I know what you mean. That's what it is. You know, so I ain't just talking about sex workers. I'm just talking about people that just out here doing random acts. Like when I say random, I want to put an S on randoms. You know what I'm saying? A lot of acts. It ain't just one time. So hold on, Royce. Hold on. Cal, what's up? Good morning, good brother. Cal, can you get your integrity back once you lose it? Once you jeopardize it? So hold on. So if you was hitting the stroll, right? If you was on what's that street back there? What's the street that used to have a block? We used to ride down the block at the Bristol Hotel. That street. Remember the Bristol? And that street, and there was to be in front of the hip center was right there. And they used to be right down the block. And we was young and we used to ride through that block just to see a 150, all right. So we riding through. So one of those women, right, young ladies, can any of them redeem themselves after all of the horrorous behavior? Can you redeem yourself? Right? That's the question. Can any of them get their integrity back? Oh, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Can they get their integrity back? Cal, please tap in and let me know. Can you get your integrity back? And I think it's possible. I mean, it's like when the Lakers win that chip in the bubble. You know, it's an asterisk next to your name, but you can get some of it back. But you can get it back. They can, but they usually are damaged as women. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So this is how I think that you can get your integrity back. Just off the top of my head, freestyle. If you openly admit the things you've done, once you compromise your integrity, you set a price on your self-worth. Dang, Cal, come on, man. You got to be able to get some things back. You got that asterisk next to your name. I agree with that part. You know, you compromise, you set a price on your self-worth. But say she's on a stroll and then she's 10 years out of that life. She's not doing it anymore, right? Can she speak to the young women and say, hey, this is what happened to me. These are my stories and this is what I've done. I was at a low point in my life, but now I'm doing better. I found positivity in my life and I have a lot of support and blah, blah, blah. Stay away from it. And I'm a mentor now for people that want to do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm an example. Is that redeeming yourself? Isn't that worth saying you got some integrity about yourself? Right. So I think so. I think you can get some of it back. But I'm gonna say this and don't get mad, but once a crackhead, always a crackhead. Once you did it and you was hitting them streets, you're still a crackhead because you are vulnerable to that drug. You're vulnerable to whatever that was. And I'm just saying, like, you know, it's like alcoholism. What they saying, hey, I'm Mike and I'm an alcoholic. 40 years clean, you still gotta say you're an alcoholic. So once a whore, always a whore? I don't know. But once you do, and that's the thing. And you're right, Cal. Once you do something, there's possibility you'll do it again because you already opened Pandora's box. You'll do something again. I believe that. So Puff, no Diddy, man. She can. But what about the next situation? Will she revert back? Right. Cal, you gotta send me your number, man, so you can tap in sometime. I had to send you on this stream, yo. I had to send you a request. I mean, I'll send you a link, and then you can link it, and you be tapping in the screen with me, and we'll be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Yo, good morning. Integrity. Can you buy your integrity, man? Can you get it back? Can't buy it back. Can't buy it back. Can't buy your integrity back. Yeah, if you send it to me on send it to me on send it to me on Facebook or Instagram. Send me your number. Or if you got Chris' own number, hit him with it, and he'll hit me, and he'll give it to me. But I know you got your show. You be on sometimes, so it'd be good to kick it as we go, mesh. You know what I'm saying? Do it together. No Diddy. I was looking at it today, man. I was looking at him. I was gonna put a post up there and just say, yo, he's in a dark place. First of all, he been in the dark place with all the stuff he's doing. He just was enjoying himself, but he in the real place, dark place right now, where he I hate to pass judgment on people, man. Talking about them like that, but because I was thinking about, I was thinking about it yesterday. I just kept. Sometimes you don't want to be part of the stoning, like the town stoning. Yeah, you don't want to just throw stones at people. You don't want to be that person. Like you haven't done things. Like one day, my homeboy told me, he's like, "Yo, everybody's done something that they're not proud of." And I was like, you know what, you're right about that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, because it comes down to your integrity. Something you feel like you shouldn't do, you might have done. Like if you feel like I should never steal a bag of potato chips, it goes against my morals and what I do. I'm a thief. And guess what? If you do it, you jeopardize your integrity. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has something that they're not, proud of that they've done. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So yeah, but I just don't want to be part of the stoning of this guy. Yo, L, good morning. I don't want to be part of the stoning for this guy, but I do know that it's some things he's done. Like security that used to work for him, and they're like, yo, you don't want to be part of that, Mike. Yo, L, yo, what up? Good morning. Did he put himself ahead, doing right, and gave away to his wicked thoughts, right? Because he does have a positive side to him. Yo, Daryl, he does have he would make you feel like empowered. You know what I'm saying? He'll do that. He made us. It's like you said, yesterday. He made people feel that way. Did you say that when he was saying that he made he was an example of look at all these rappers out here and all these people that became millionaires. Like he's one of the first black millionaires.
Yeah, so my point yesterday was just that. I just actually sent you some more, brother. Like and like I said yesterday, I wasn't defending him or speaking on his behalf. I was just speaking to the fact that like we live in this social media age, and there's a lot of stuff. Dude is being bombarded. His legacy is being destroyed. And at the end of the day, with the exception of, so people look at um, him settling the lawsuit with Cassie as a sign of guilt. Now, I'm not speaking to his guilt or innocence, but I do know that because I'm aware, like I'm politically conscious. I watch the news. Like people with money tend to do that because they don't want a long, drawn out legal battle. Because you got lawyers, you got high priced lawyers. Like somebody from the hood who ain't never had to really pay for a lawyer. You don't know that you may be paying a lawyer $600, $700, $800, $1,200 an hour. Now you fighting the case that you actually just to prove your innocence, but then it's like.
But they didn't say he gave the word. They said his company gave the word. The company took over and paid it out. But go ahead.
And yesterday, come to find out, she didn't actually sue him. She sued the company.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So the company was did that, but the way that it's being reported. So I just sent you a post from
MJ.
It's an excerpt from one of Mr. Farrakhan's lectures, and he talked about when you see somebody going through something, don't laugh, learn. And he in that post he said that none of us are above falling victims to certain things, whether you believe it or not. You ain't never. None of us. I've never had $800 million, so I don't know.
We don't know that, right?
Yeah. So and it's easy to say. So I can say that I feel confident in saying I wouldn't do certain things.
Right.
So I know that I wouldn't do certain things. I'm gonna retract that statement that I just. But we all can engage in behavior that, from the outside looking in, it may appear to be different. So there's this thing in criminal law when you're on trial, and particularly when you are the defendant in a criminal case. If you go to trial, when the judge charges the jury, he always tells the jury. I can't remember the name of the charge, or if it's just something that judges have to say. He say that the defendant may have engaged in behavior that made him look guilty, but that has nothing to do with his guilt or innocence. That doesn't mean that a person is guilty. Sometimes people just panic. So I know it's kind of not related, but
I know what you mean. But let me ask you this.
So particularly black people, man. Like some people, and I honestly, I believe that some people are taking joy in seeing what he's going through because they don't have what he has.
100%.
It comes from a place of envy and jealousy.
100%.
Right? Again, I don't know if he did it or not. I'm not here to speak to his guilt or his innocence. That's not my place. I'm just saying that I see another black man being crucified he hasn't been found guilty of anything, but he's being crucified. You understand what I'm saying? Like and like even going back to like on social media where he's saying him having something to do with Pac or him setting Biggie up to get Biggie killed. Like it's all kind of shit. That
rumors, a lot of rumors.
Yeah, and just be mindful of what you take in, because you can come into some good fortune and then become a public figure, or just become a figure that draws a lot of attention. And then you yourself could be in a situation similar to this. Maybe not with the same accusations, but similar to this.
But yeah, it's scary. It's like he's Big Fruit podcast said.
Big Fruit.
Let me ask you a question, Al. Because before you got on, I don't know if you heard me. Can you, if you lose your integrity, can you get it back?
If you lose your integrity.
So I looked up integrity because I don't like to, I don't want to, but it's your morals. It's standing on something. It's standing on your morals and going against not what everybody feel, but what you feel personally. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, there's certain things you wouldn't do, right? So now if you go against the things that you wouldn't do and you do it one time, you know what I'm saying, you jeopardize your integrity. So you do it a few times, just like when they get on the whole straw. They on the whole straw.
So I'll say this.
Can you redeem
I sold drugs in the 90s. I sold a lot of crack. I think that morally, that was it. I don't, it was wrong. I would never do that again. Right? Um, just from growing from that experience, and appreciating and understanding the destruction that I was contributing to my community, to families, and
But you didn't. That's a little different, El, because you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. That's the thing.
What did you know?
I know that what I was doing was wrong. I know that what I was doing was hurting people. Every time I sold to whoever it was that person. It was more than just the act of selling a piece of crack to someone. That literally affected that particular person, that particular person's family, his friends, because I have people that are close to me that were addicted to drugs. And I knew how that affected me, but yet still I turned around and did the same thing to countless other people's families. Right. So I do believe that, it's having integrity. It all depends on it's relative. What one person feels like is integrity, another person may disagree with. Like there's some people who you're a law-abiding citizen. They think that, or may feel like if they see a crime happen, that it's their job to call the police or whatever the case may be. You might have somebody who feels differently, right? So it's a matter of opinion. But for me, I do believe that there is you can make amends for almost anything.
You can make amends. Right? You can get your integrity back.
Some things you can't undo, right? So you can never, take my past in consideration. I took someone's life. I can never change that, but I can grow and become a better person from that. I'm no longer that person, but that person is still a part of me.
So hold on. Like, see, the examples you used, right? They were good examples, right? But like the crack thing, that was an epidemic. And I dare to say that a lot of people jumped in and they was hustling, but they really didn't know the effects of it. I'm not going to say you didn't. I'm just saying other people, they didn't know the effects of it until later on. Just as same thing with your situation. You might not know how detrimental it was to everybody. So just say, like Cal said, once a person is known to lack integrity, all of their actions are called into question, right? So that's somebody that's just doing anything, that's just out here doing anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't really care. So it's just like if I don't know, we was thinking about the money. Like Pop is on, you know what I'm saying? So Pop like, yo, we just thinking about the money. Yeah, we ain't thinking about nothing else. We don't care if it's really tearing the community down, stuff like that. We all knew what people were doing, and you was involved in it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the crazy, I'm gonna cut you off, but the crazy thing, right? In state, so when a person commits a crime and the lawyer, whoever, pleads innocent by reason of insanity, that is the definition of as it pertains to law in the courtroom, that while doing the act, whatever the act is, committing the crime, you weren't thinking about the consequences. That is one of the only things that you have to prove in order to use that defense and win with that defense. That at the time you were committing that crime, you weren't thinking or were unaware of the consequences of the act that you were committing.
Yeah.
And by saying, and so that it just shows how we might have not been thinking about the consequences. We might have just been thinking about the money while we were doing it, but we knew what we were doing was wrong. We knew,
but it might not go against people's morals. That might not have been going against anybody's morals doing that. Well, I know that's kind of wrong, but it ain't that bad. It could have been that.
Of character. That's a question of if a person doesn't have morals, that doesn't make to act any less wrong.
Right, but if you
Because
don't, so what I'm saying is you ain't really jeopardizing your integrity if you don't think it's like if you morally you don't think it's really kind of messed up. So okay, let me just all right. Let's take the music industry, right? Let's go there.
mm-hmm.
So we all know people been in compromising positions. We've heard, right? And we people have um, people will try you, right? So I had an incident where somebody tried me. Barber, go to their house, cut their hair. Yo, and this is really makes me it's uncomfortable to talk about, but I'm to say it. Yo, Pop, stop hating on the hat. Um, yo, I need somebody to be on my arm while I'm taking these pictures. He's a producer. I'm like, what? Oh, I know I shouldn't have never said nothing to you. This is really happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I need somebody with me. Thanks, Mo. Um, I need somebody with me, and it made me really feel really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get mad and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm even killed with my emotions and how I think and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have been the person to be like, hey, he's like, yo, I'll buy you a car, I'll buy you a house, give you this and you that. Just this lavish life. Make you a rapper and all that stuff. I could have been a fool and still jeopardize my integrity to do that. So it's people, I'm saying that as an example for that I know that's something morally that I don't want to do, that I would not do that. And if I've done it, could I come back from that? Could I jeopardize my integrity by doing it? Because if you do it one time, you'll do it again. Especially if you can get all these riches and all this stuff out of it, you'll do it again.
Yo, believe it or not, I mean, there's probably a lot of people who would have done that,
Right?
right? If they felt. But
Now
they,
we know
like,
better.
they don't think about the future. They don't think about, okay, once all of this comes. Well, I mean, I don't.
Pop said you couldn't come back to the hood and be cutting again. First of all, I wouldn't even be cutting no more because I have all these riches and be already in this lavish world, but I would be feeling bad on how I got it. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, yo, only way to
just some people who are sell their soul
for the riches,
money and riches,
right?
It's,
so how do you come back from that? And that's what I was saying. You only way you could really come back from it is if you admittedly say, I was a part of this behavior and I did this and I did that. And it's not for you to do, you can get some of your integrity back. I do think that. I don't know if you always can, but I believe Puff got in that world and he was groomed and he jumped right in and he was like, hey, take that, I'm with it, whatever. And then I'm going to make sure other people are going to suffer because I suffer. I'm going to make sure they do things that I'm going to make it worse for them. I'm going to make it hard for them. Not getting it this easy. It wasn't easy for me. So how's it going to be easy for you? That only makes sense to me. Come on, L. Yo, I'm trying to get on. Like say I had the crazy podcast platform.
Pause was to take that.
Right.
So they said, instead of no homo, they said
no Diddy.
Oh,
no Diddy.
Damn,
yeah, you good. You good. No Diddy. So I got the crazy, DreamWorks is like, yo, we love the podcast, Mike, and you got to do this. And I did all these crazy, freaky things to get this $40 million. And then you come along, yo, Mike, I want to do the Yard. Just say it's the Yard podcast with the brothers and we build it. All right, L. You think it's going to be that easy for you just because you got a good idea? And all the stuff I had to do, the sacrificial lamb, you think it's going to be that easy? Well, I got this proposition for you. And then through your integrity, having integrity, you're going to be like, no Diddy, not doing it.
Yeah, so you know what really bothers me? So you got people who claim or who were around him at the time all of this stuff was supposed to be taking place. And now all of a sudden they coming out and they saying that, but
Yes.
you motherfuckers sat around. If that was really going on, like you sat around, like what's the dude name? The bodyguard dude.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Gene.
talking
Gene.
about, yeah, Dean, bro. He told me to hold the door down, and this now you trying to tear the man down for what you were basically a part of.
You were
Like
a
you
big part
helped
of
him
that.
do that shit.
You was a
You
part
know
of
what I'm
it.
saying? And not Dean Gene. That's his name.
Gene. That's what I said, Gene.
Yeah. And so, if he was drugging women and all that, like nigga, you was there,
You
you
was the
knew that, and
gatekeeper.
you didn't take the fucking bottle and pour the shit out. You just as guilty as him.
Right.
You
Cal, you
fucking
gotta tap
acted
in.
in concert. You helped make that shit happen. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, the fuck out of here. You ain't know that shit. I'm not going. We up in the club and you putting some shit in the bottle saying, yo, don't drink that one. That's for the chicks. We gonna get them.
Yo, remember that? I saw that.
You dig what I'm saying?
So but Gene's mad because he didn't get something. He didn't get his money, whatever it was. You got fired, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna tell on you then. Like that's a sucker move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny. A lot of his stories are funny, but one of my other homeboys was security for Puff. He won't get on though. He said Gene called him like, yo, come on, man. Yo, you gotta tell your story too. And he's like, nah, I'm not doing none of that. Like he told me before. He's like, I said, yo, this is in the 90s. I was like, yo, why don't you get me over to Puff so I can start cutting his hair? He was like, yo, Mike, I don't see you doing that. That ain't your style. Running over to him and being at his beck and call whenever you want, him talking to you crazy. That ain't you. So sorry, but not sorry. We're not gonna do this for you. I'm not gonna do this to you. Even the ones that seen it and knew it and never said anything, especially if they people that say they stand for something. Well, it's the money. They want a part of it. They want a piece of the pie. Pop, come on. You was a watcher before. You talking about?
And think about it. Like, what makes them any different? Morning, because they wasn't the ones actually in the act. But if you help facilitate the shit, if you knew all of this shit was going on, if you up in the club and you partying and you and purposely not touching certain bottles, or you in a hotel room, or you telling people y'all don't go to the room while he in there doing what he doing, like you in that same motherfucking boat.
You're in
that same boat. You just if he fouled and you just as foul as him. The crazy shit, I was listening to I think the Breakfast Club this morning, or was it might have been last night, and they were saying, the Puff lawyer was saying that it was excessive and this and the other, and it was like they didn't raid Harvey Weinstein's houses like that. Got a point. That's why, like, I take it back to, again, being a student of history, and it's been a known fact about Harvey Weinstein. They ain't one burst that dude crib. Even what's the other dude, Jeffrey Epstein, dude that did the show.
Yeah.
Same shit. I don't think they one burst dude crib like that. Like they had fucking helicopters and dropped them down, like ran down on the man crib, took his sons and shit out the crib like that.
Right.
Like, that shit. That if you look like him, that shit. If you, again, we don't get the same treatment. We don't get the same consideration, shit like that. Like, look at fucking Donald Trump, 91 criminal charges. This nigga running for president. He said, "Peace, my brothers," and Mike.
Who's that? Yo, Prince, chill out, man.
Man, Prince Terrence Matt.
Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, yeah.
Don't forget that.
But it's
Minister
like
Matt.
See, if he did like half the shit, especially with the sexual assault and all that crazy shit. But all these grown ass men talking about, he made me do this with the promise of nigga, use a hoe. You did that shit.
Right.
He ain't make you do a motherfucking thing. He gave you an option.
Cal, check your email.
Option. Nigga, suck a dick or keep it. And you chose to suck a dick. That's all you. He ain't put no gun in your head. Like, it's crazy.
Yo, people do anything, man. Peace, Minister Matt. I told him I wasn't calling him Prince no more. He's Minister Matt. Forever. Forever now. That's who he is. Cal, I emailed you, see if it went through. Check it, see if you can tap it, if it let you tap it. Yeah, man, it's first of all, Pop, stop hating on the barber. You know, that's one. Don't just go against me because other people are saying things and you like, yeah, exactly, L and all that stuff. That just goes to show you that you was a gatekeeper. You was a gatekeeper, Pop, and you let things go on that you saw. You saw somebody hide they pack. He saw somebody hide they pack, and then said, "Yo, I'm gonna get that pack. I'm gonna send somebody else to go get his pack." Or you watch somebody take the pack and you didn't even say nothing because you didn't want to be a snitch, but you ain't stand tall on your block and say, "Yo, we all get money together and we don't do stuff like that." You didn't do that. You was a gatekeeper, and I know that as a fact. Oh shit! I know he wanted to tap in. I said all that. It's all good. Yeah, you saw. You know that's why you laughing. You saw somebody throw a pack, hide they pack, and you watched them do it and say, "Yo, it was none of my business." You, nah, I know you did that.
What's wrong with you, man?
I know you did that.
I ain't never steal nobody pack, man.
Yeah, but you saw somebody throw.
Pack stealing going on though.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, and you know it's true. You seen somebody do it, and you was like, "No," I turned your head. Yo, I didn't see nobody do it.
Nah, man, I wasn't a taker, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a maker. I wasn't a taker, man.
Yeah, you know that's a real story. You know that's you seen it. You seen it. All the time.
Brothers, you know that. The crazy thing is, even as civilians and regular people, when you mix in with us, you even know about niggas stealing packs.
I never knew that. I never knew that. Somebody told me.
That's why you talking about your L. It's really crazy that Mike is so invested. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you had a couple of piggities from Dave O or something in there once or twice on an emergency situation. You know what I'm saying?
Negative.
But
nigga L like, yeah. Yeah.
He know all the stuff about stealing packs, holding packs, watching niggas packs. How do you know all of this, Mike?
First of all, you was the gatekeeper. I never was a gatekeeper.
That's who you lying off rip.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to expose you, but this is what we doing.
Yo, L, exactly what you said, L. You was right.
Right. It's somebody else's yard. You seen it go in the miss such and such yard. They was right there in front of the house and hid the pack. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Plenty happens.
You know
I know these stories.
What you said, though, bro, about the integrity thing, real talk, I think, like L was saying, too, because that's what I was thinking, man. You know, a lot of dudes be losing their integrity just being around other niggas and not saying nothing. Mm-hmm. Niggas be around niggas and they just be yes men and don't have a fucking brain of their own and be losing. Man, I done lost respect for plenty of niggas coming up that follow other niggas that's not following the right lead.
Hey,
wrong. I've been a follower. We all follow.
Hold on, Cal. Hold on.
But you want to follow so you can lead.
Hold on.
Some of these
cats, is your mic on?
Be following niggas for
yeah, my mic's on, bro.
Hold on, Pop. You go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna turn you down because we over here. We over here doing something. You know.
My God.
Yeah,
you know this.
Cal, what's up? Yeah. Now I got somebody real on. Cal is on now.
What's good, my guy?
You seen somebody take somebody pack and hide the pack? That's Pop. You know what I'm saying? He took the pack. Yo, they wilding over here. Yo, Cal, what's up, man? Good to see you. You know what I'm saying?
You too, my guy. You know what's the queen thing? Because you got me up at 8 o'clock in the morning, a quarter to 9 in the morning, and I'm retired, man. I ain't got to do this no more.
Hey, man, it's all good.
But going by your conversation about, in regards to the integrity, these gray hairs that grace our face, are products of our not compromising, because each great gray hair represents a lesson and a blessing that we were taught and learned, hopefully learned.
Right.
And
So,
so when you compromise that integrity, you can't get it back because you're vilifying a lesson or experience you had that you should have learned from.
but what if you learn from it, Cal? You can't get it back.
If you're repeating it, what did you learn? If you repeat it, if it comes again, what did you learn?
But what if you stop? Like, what if you stop and say, "Hey, come on, guys, pop." Just like pop. Just say pop. Yo, come on, guys. I watched somebody hide a pack and I let him get away with it. I'm not doing it no more. You know, that's he was being himself.
Okay, he learned from that lesson,
Yo,
but
I don't
by not saying nothing, what did you sacrifice? Because now something else can happen to somebody due to the pack you let slide through.
No, but no, I'm not saying that if you don't say something. I'm saying if you do say something. If you do say something and you like, hey man, this is what I did. That's like, okay, somebody in AA, right? Yo, narcotic NA and AA, right? You could get up there and say, yo, I'm still an alcoholic because I've been there already, but you know, I'm in these meetings and I can bring Cal in because Cal's a newcomer and I could tell him about some things. I ain't give him none of my integrity back for that.
No, because what you brought somebody else in. You. How can I say? You cannot change your past, my guy, because
Nah,
you set the mark. You set the mark for whatever caused you to devalue your integrity from the gate. So that chance is always there. You look at okay, what I'll speak for myself. Moves I made back in the days, right? I can try and do right to somewhat pacify my guilt,
right.
but I can't change what I did because the fact still remains. I succumb to that temptation,
The
no
temptation.
matter how foul.
So is it fair for me to be like, yeah, man, you was out there hustling with them dudes on farmers and you was doing all that. Yo, get out of here. Is that fair for me to do that? After you say, yo, Mike, I was doing it. I don't do it no more. I got the kids. I'm helping the kids.
But you see, the thing is, their integrity has to now be rebuilt, restructured, and and all those values have to be taken with a bit of
Grain of salt.
humility,
Mm-hmm.
because the fact that a person violated their integrity before, I got to look at what chance are you willing to take to run that risk. You trust me with whatever, but then you turn around and I'm back on the grind. I'm back on the block, you know, and that devalues your trust in me, and my integrity is now back in question. But
It's
if I'm doing right, sorry to cut you off. If I'm doing right, then you know you're giving me an opportunity to possibly rebuild it. But the suspicion is still and will always be there
all right.
because
So
I have a weak mind.
check this
all
out.
right, all right.
It's like levels to that integrity thing. And what I mean is like you got brothers like us that come from the street, and then you got regular civilian people like you, right? So
I don't even know
I
what
don't
that
mean it to
means.
say it
What
like
does that
that. I didn't mean
mean?
it like that. I mean you got regular squares like you, circles, triangles. So what I was gonna say was
Shout out to Mr. Everything Food Truck. Shout out to Mr. Everything Food Truck. Yo, Mr. Everything, we've been following you. We've been eating all that good food that you got. So Popsicle is on his way.
The hate is still your L. As soon as he get an opportunity to say anything to me,
right?
You don't notice that he says it. He loves me to death, but just can't say it. Tell the people you love me right now. I love you, Mike.
I don't know because my integrity's on the line. My integrity's on the line. Shout out to you, Pop. You gotta love you. But go ahead. What you saying?
But real talk, like this levels to that integrity thing. Like what Matt was saying, because you know you got see how Matt was explaining and people, L was explaining. We all talking from different views. Meaning, like, I think that people who've been out in the street for a long time selling drugs, robbing, doing shit, got a different level of integrity than regular people that are not in that game. And why I say that is because a lot of times we feel when certain things happen, it's like, yo, I ain't doing that, or man, I ain't. Like, the levels of integrity are different. Like, for instance, a lot of times you might have a nigga in the street that'll say, I'm gonna let that slide off. Man, I'm going over there to do blah, blah, or damn, I fucked up. And be more passionate about what he did if it's catered to his name or his image in the street versus a regular person who would do the same thing, but it'll be looked upon different because depending on what act they do, it's a different type of act from the street to civilian life.
But Pop, I don't agree with that in levels of integrity. I'm just saying.
Integrity is integrity in itself, but still, we look at things differently. Like, I look at things differently. I might not do something that you might do, Mike. I might not. But
integrity is for the person. It's for the person in their own morals. It's not for everybody to say if it's right or wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain things you'll do and certain things you won't do.
Right, but I'm saying the levels of what you will do and don't do vary from the type of person you are.
But Pop, I could do something, right, that you wouldn't do. Just because you was hustling, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? I could just be doing something else, but just because you're in the street doesn't mean that your level of integrity is different than mine. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't mean
that's what you said.
I mean, the level of how you deal with it might be different. It doesn't mean that integrity is different, but the way we deal with it might be different. Right. Yo, good morning, Chris. It
was good. Yo, Cal over here on Facebook on the block over here.
What's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Rizzo, what's popping?
Finally, a real one on here besides L.
Yo, L, man.
Be disrespecting me, Cal.
Hilarious, right? let me lighten it up, man. Let me tell some funny stories about
Yo, Chris been knowing this forever.
Yo, bust it, right? I'm gonna start with Pop.
Yo, Cal, Chris will say anything.
So, you know, it's like 9, 5,
stop having him
on, right?
I'm gonna have to stop, yo.
I'm on parole, everything, right? I just had a kid, right? Got everything. I'm trying to do positive shit, right? I'm hanging out with Pop one day and shit. He's like, yo, take me over to Merrick real quick. Oh, just go be. I'm like, all right, I'm right with you. Cool, so good, right? We getting there, right? Pop took me to the spot. He took me to the trap house. But I will say this, right? This was the other shit. The nigga did show me some fly shit, yo. Like on some hustling shit, right? You know, I was on a regular old school cook-up joint, you know what I mean? Chefing it up. This nigga showed me, he said, Chris, you ever seen the microwave shit? I'm like, what? The fuck are you talking about? This nigga showed me the early shit ever, L. Nigga had the microwave, he had the glass pot. Next thing you know, he come out, boom. Got cooked up shit. I'm like, yo. Show me that. He said, what?
Yo, I don't all the things Chris could have talked about.
All the things. It never fail. It don't fail him. He'll say anything.
That's why
he'll say anything, Cal. He'll say, come in here and say anything.
Yo, I gotta holler at y'all with the What's Good show because I'm gonna do a show called based on smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
The smoke and mirrors we fell victim to of the street game.
Oh shit!
You know, because you getting all of this major bread. What value are you selling for that?
One, Pop got me in here.
What price are you willing to pay for that?
And then
I'm gonna text you my number too, so you could
all
right.
hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll, you know what I'm saying? We'll help push your show too.
All right.
Shit's for himself, man. You know
yo, chill, L.
No. So so back in the day, right? You know, young men come out of jail.
But as you were saying about integrity.
I'm listening to you.
You were saying about integrity, because even though I was from the north side, from Farmers, I used to run up in Baisley. I was a regular in Baisley.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up linking up with the McClary brothers. So, and when that thing happened over there, you know, back in 80, 87, 88,
Oh
and
yeah.
while I was on my state sponsored vacation, you know, oh boy, his integrity got questioned, and it's already cost him 37 years of his life.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's
And the thing is, he was a church dude.
yep.
He was a church dude. In fact, one issue went down. His twin sister had gotten slapped up, and the squad we ready to roll out and handle business. And he was the voice of reason, saying, "Calm down. You got to find out the whole story first." And then for him to get into some goofy shit like that, and pay with, like I said, 37 years of his life, it's like, man,
Yeah, it's crazy. Steve from
once
New
you
York.
compromise your integrity, it could cost you everything.
Yo, hold on, Cal. Hold on. Wait, what happened? I was talking to Cal. I was talking to Cal over here in the real business. What's up?
Real business.
Wow. Oh, you gonna put me out there like that?
You with me?
Question my, you know what I'm saying, my integrity.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
You know what I'm saying? I was telling them how, you know, when it comes to the chick, when it came to the chicks back in the day, you should be like checking me on some like, yo, why you knocking out all the broads? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to, you know, check my integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta hit everything, right? When I was telling them, but when I was passing you the ball, when I was passing you the joints, you was like, oh yeah, pass all that. Yeah, let me get all that. Yeah, let me get everything. Let me get all that. You know what I mean?
Can I speak on my behalf now?
You never looked in the mirror and said, yo, well, Mike, why you gotta hit everything?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But with me, you were so harsh.
Okay. Now, since we're talking about it, this is the difference. This is the difference, Al. We all on this panel working together, and your girl come in the shop. I'm not gonna knock off your baby mother. This is what I'm talking about. That's the difference. Yo, you can't hit the barber's baby mothers. You can't do that. That's the integrity, Chris. Not just having a bunch of girls. We had a bunch of girls. But yo, come on. I'm not getting ready to knock down the customers, baby mother, and doing all that. That's the integrity, Chris. You leaving that. Don't leave out the sweet spot.
Yo, but this is the thing. Nobody took nothing. If they gave it up, he ain't take it. So why is it his fault?
That's exactly what I told him. I said, look, they came to me. I didn't.
You hear this, Cal?
They ran down on me.
You hear this? He's justifying this.
Now, but Crizzo has always been that fly nigga.
Decided to do whatever he did.
That's always been Crizzo.
What? It takes two to tango.
That don't make you less wrong because somebody else did it too. Yo, we robbed the bank together. What are you talking about? Doesn't make sense.
Make it less wrong. I just said
that's what you did.
I didn't say that. I said it takes two.
But what does that have to do with anything, Pop? You stop being crazy, okay? You stop being crazy, okay? Because you're wrong if you knock off my baby moms. And you come in the chair, I'm cutting your son's hair. I'm cutting your son's hair, right? And then you and your wife bring her, your girl bring her. You're not married, you bring her, right? And then your girl goes, your baby mom goes, yo, Mike, Pop is messing up. Come over to the crib. He's about to come get his haircut from Kev. And then you go, and then you go do it, and then I go do it. Am I right or wrong? For joining the party. Hey, don't sit up here and defend. See, Cal, they'll be able to.
We wasn't there. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It depends on the P hole rating. If the P hole is rated high ranking, then hey, bruh.
You hear this, Cal? Too. Yo,
you owe it to society to share that.
If the P hole is right, is righteous, go ahead and get in, man, and get busy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Look at you too. Yeah. I can't wait to post this. I can't wait to.
The sad part about it is that it's messed up. Okay, you could say, damn, that's my man. Because I've never been somebody to want to have deal with somebody else's girl who was my man or I messed
why? Integrity, why? Integrity reasons why. Because your integrity is in question.
Not my man, Joe.
Yo, come on, man.
with these niggas.
Well,
they was not my man.
Well, let's just go with what was said. You saying I was saying, yo, you got too many girls. That's not what I said. That's what you saying. That's not what I said. Yo, how you gonna hit everything?
You were saying, yo, why you humping on everything? I'm like, because they offering it to me. But when they was offering it to Mike was taking it on.
No, that's not true.
What?
I turned my collar down a few times.
I wish they had to been super whack. They ain't tell me to turn nothing in the hospital. I had you never.
I never told you that you hitting too many bros. I never said that.
Yeah, he did. You said why I gotta hit everything. That's what you said.
Right.
He said too many. Said why I gotta hit everything.
Right. Every. It's the same thing that Pop just said. I would never knock off my homeboy's girl. You would.
That's not my homeboy.
But those wasn't his man.
Homeboys, man.
It don't matter who it is. It could have been his homeboy. It don't matter. It could have been his homeboy. It don't matter. No. First of all, if Chris got his marksman out, he gonna get it. It don't matter who girl is. It don't matter who girl is.
But question. What if your man's gave the okay? Like, yo, that's fair game.
Like it was my
you could do it.
Like to please that booty.
All right then. But now your integrity says, nah, I'm not gonna smash after my man.
You know what I'm saying?
But so it's your choice.
That's not a good look for us
I don't
out
know.
there, you know what I mean?
I don't know. A street person that abides by all the rules of civilian does have to the person coming out and really get into it by breaking the rules. What are they talking about?
Right quick. It might be off to the side, but this is something that just happened to me recently, right? And this is how the streets are, bro. You know, I got a call. Somebody says to me, whatever's going on out there, you know, and you know who you are.
Mogul
but
man.
the streets are just crazy like this. Something happened, an incident happened with somebody, and some money was owed. But I'm, you know, I didn't know anything about the other part of anything. So all I know is that I get a call, and somebody close to me comes to me and says, "Yo, you owe people saying you owe money, right, or whatever, right?"
Yeah.
I know I don't owe nobody no money. They say, "Yo, some niggas saying you owe $100 to people." I'm like, huh? What? So mind you, the crazy thing is, people just make up stuff, you know, and they go with things like they don't even know. And the problem is that somebody that's close to me shared this information and was saying it around without asking me about it. Now, I don't even know how I got involved, but just people with their names and stuff. Now, I said to myself, if I was in the street, my integrity would have to feel like I need to go out there and clear my name about something that I know ain't true, whatever who's saying it or started it. But because I'm just transitioning my life and I know that I'm bigger than that and I know what it is, I don't be worried about shit like that no more. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just, you know, but it's still, if I was in the street, my integrity to me would be at stake with people saying that. With people saying, oh, he owe this person some money, or they don't even know the half, or just starting something by whatever it is. But
so you saying
in that field,
you saying
I don't care to worry about that.
Based on what happened, your integrity is in question because of that. Right. They saying that you owe money out in the street,
right?
And you ain't even like that because you don't owe nobody. You pay your debt, Reggie. I pay my debt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. Hey, Mr. Everything, man. Don't forget to follow because we on in the mornings and we're gonna do the food truck. We're gonna do the food truck Fridays or something like that. Except for Pop. Pop not on. He's not part of that. But you can be part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Mike, like what the brother said, when you have a situation with his age and experience, his integrity increased. So he made a better decision, better choice. However, as I said to you before, 17, 18, we're not making decisions thinking about the future. We're thinking about the moment.
Right.
So what at that time is really on the parents to have instilled those values, principles, and integrity in us so that we can make a proper decision later when it's called for.
Moral. Parents got to show you. So I'll tell my kids, right, if they want to do something or something happen, I'm like, yo, we don't do that. We the Wardens. Just like Prince would say, oh, y'all the Wardens. We the Wardens. We don't do stuff like that. That's not in our blood. You know what I'm saying? When do we realize integrity matters? See, Prince, you just got here.
I realized, look, Mike, what he's saying right there is something I realized it mattered. I don't know when, but I definitely realized it was two sides to that too. Like being in the game and outside of the game is it's different. Like I was saying, brothers can say this and say that, but if I ain't outside and I ain't pursuing none of that, because you could be outside without even being outside. I'm connected to a lot of people, so I pretty much know a lot of things that happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not outside on a regular basis on the street, pounding the ground, messing with this, doing that. So my interactions are a lot less. But because of what people said, and I know it's not true, and the people who matter to me know it's not true, I ain't tripping. But had it been another different time, we'd be running down on whoever started that or trying to figure out where it came from, because now I'm a nigga outside that's like that. My name is good. I do a lot of shit. I can't have nothing on my name that say that or say I'm owing or doing this. That's a problem for me, P.O.P. You know what I'm saying? Because I got an image to uphold and a rep to keep. So it's the same difference as if I had an issue in the street now, it'd be different now than it was before. I ain't going to look for nobody. I ain't going to, if I bump into you, we bump into you. But I'm not looking for you now. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because, you know, I'm not out there to have to protect that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a different type of protection, a different type of integrity. So things change for you. The things that matter change. You know what I'm saying?
So you on the food truck now, you ain't in the street, right? So why you don't tell the people when the dude ran off with them wings and you ain't chasing down and say nothing? What about that? You gave that fish place and that fries and dude ran off on you with the plate. You ain't do nothing.
I'm a hustler for life. You know, how you survive through life every day. That's who I am. I'm a hustler for life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you hustling this way.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I just try to make a way for me and my people. You know what I'm saying? My people matter to me, man. All of my friends and the people I care about matter to me. So, and I always say, if I don't make it, there's a lot of people that don't make it, bro. I know that there's people in my team and people around me that don't have the skills I have, or may not have the words or the language I have, and they don't know the people I know. So if I'm leading a pack with these people and I'm doing good, that's why I'm always on this we shit, Mike, because I understand my position. I'm not going nowhere and trying to move up the ladder just to do it by myself. I'm moving up the ladder to open up the door for my brothers who can't do what I do, but they got good qualities and they just can't. They may not have the qualities we have, but they got good qualities that help the team.
Right.
And they got families too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just about when you saying you got brothers and you love people. I don't think people really understand what that word means. Like, motherfuckers be using that word loosely and don't really love a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I tell my niggas I love them, I love you, Mike. I love you, C. You understand what I'm saying? I can't say I love you, Steve, because I don't know Steve like that, but I got love for Steve. You know what I'm saying? So when I say those things, I mean that shit.
What up, Steve?
And that's just, you know, the way I be thinking when it comes down to certain shit. I'm for everybody. I'm for my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but shit changes. You know, the way I thought back then to how I am now, of course it changes. And I just
feel so you can get your integrity back. See, Cal, you can get your integrity back.
Yeah, you definitely.
Well, as I said, it's not the integrity, because the integrity is you set a boundary for what you will do and what you won't do.
You know what I'm saying? See?
However, as I said, we
hide your flaws when people, like, you tell all your great accolades, but if you official, you don't hide your flaws from your people. If something comes up and you did something wrong, you say, look, man, I fucked up. I did this. And then your people who love you going to say X, Y, and Z, but they look at you like, I fuck with that nigga P.O., man. He said, blah, and I feel him. Like type shit. Versus when you hide all that and they find out later, now you look different. Now you look different to niggas.
Go ahead, Cal. Go ahead, Cal.
I can cry around my niggas and they gonna love me and never joke about it.
Right.
I can shed tears around the niggas I fuck with. They're never gonna joke about it. Because they know who I am. They know what I stand for. So if I'm crying with a passion or hurt about something and I mean it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I take certain things seriously. Like niggas that be running around talking that bro shit. If you ain't really my brother, I don't even take that shit. If you know I text, I say brother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I say bro, But if you listen to how I talk, there's certain words I use for certain people and other words I use for other niggas.
Well, like the brother just said, he stands on his name and reputation.
Acknowledging niggas who are close to me and me just, showing love to people who I fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
But don't break down now. I don't want to see this. Don't break down now. I don't want to see you like that.
As I said, no, bro.
You recorded. I'm gonna post it. Man, I love my brother.
I just talk with passion because I feel what I be saying. It be true.
Yeah. I wish I could mute you.
Like I was saying with the brother Mike, I agree with what he's saying completely. The values that we set upon ourselves cannot be compromised, because once you compromise it for one thing, somebody's going to try and find a way to compromise it again, because they know it can happen. Absolutely. And you can't open that door, because once you do, that motherfucker will not close.
Yeah.
They will try and tempt you with chicks, with bread, with whatever they think your vice is. They will try and tempt you.
Steve, what you got this morning, man? Yeah, I was saying, can you ever get your integrity back?
Can you ever get your integrity back?
Yes.
I love Steve. I love Steve. I want to hear Steve.
I got love for all y'all too. Can you ever get your integrity back? Hard, bro. You can lose your integrity more than you can get your integrity back. You can get it back. You can get it back for sure. People change. And
but look at you real quick, Steve.
Yeah.
Look at Steve. Steve, his integrity had him say, I'm not gonna do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna blow this whistle. I'm gonna say such and such. You feel what I'm saying? That he felt the need to have to do that, but then yet the other people who didn't have the integrity he has is looking at him like he's a bitch ass, like he's fucked up, like he's no good.
That's because they swore their loyalties to something else. You know what I mean? Like to me,
you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
To me, integrity is loyalty, honor, right? And just like the way you were raised. Like for me, like I was raised in Flatbush in Brooklyn, right? So to me, like growing up, whenever like you had one of those fake friends that talk behind your back and all that stuff, and then they come and hang out with y'all and they try to wiggle into the cipher, you'd be, yo, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like we were like straight up with things. We didn't like play, nice with them and then behind their back talk about them. No. We were just like, yo, get out of here, man. You talking all that crap before, yo, get out of here. You know what I mean? And to me also, like, your word means something.
Right.
Your word holds weight. Right? So when I swear like an oath, when I take an oath, you know what I mean? Like, or when I do like a pact with my boys and stuff like that, like, it means something. That's integrity to me. Is keeping your word, right? So it's like when I swore that oath, I swore to uphold, the Constitution and look out for the people. That's the whole reason why I became a cop. Is because I wanted to be better than the cops that I grew up around. You know what I mean? That used to mess with us. Like every time we saw the cop, we ran for no reason. Because we knew, like, even we stood there in front of the candy shop and stuff, or in front of the bodega, like they would come and mess with us, regardless. No matter what we were doing.
You know they wasn't gonna arrest you.
Right, I was getting ready to say that. Steve, they wasn't coming to get you. Steve is Asian, Cal.
You know what I'm saying? Chinese. No, they would mess with me because I was hanging out with them.
And Steve said when they was arresting people, all he had to do was stand on the side.
Exactly.
And then, he could let you all right, and move him to the side.
And it's like, what are you talking about? These are my friends. But I did get away with a lot of stuff whenever, we ran or whatever. Sometimes I could just walk away. I could just walk the other way.
Right. We already know, Steve.
I would throw the shit in his backpack.
And they chase everybody and just leave.
Right.
Yo, throw all the work in Steve's backpack and we good.
I'll admit that.
Steve, you was the work holder. Steve, you had the work then. That's what you did. Yo, give it all to Steve.
Drug mule, an early drug mule.
So caught up that he joined the PAL and they got at him early He came, that's why he came a cop. They was so gay, got Steve early.
Right.
How you know I went to PAL? I'm just joking.
I know it because I know a few people that's police like you that went to PAL.
They wouldn't let.
Prince, you can tap out if you want.
I wasn't able to go to PAL.
Minister
Yo.
Matt.
Money Mike, I'm gonna jump off the jack, man. I gotta go shoot up the block and fuck my man's girl. So I'm gonna holler at you later.
All right, yo, thanks for tapping in, man. Yo, you was the first one on this one, so we're gonna do
All right,
some
brother.
more.
Stay blessed. Get at you.
That's why, like, I hold integrity close to me because I know if I lose it, it's hard to get it back.
It's hard to get it back.
People always hold that stain against you and put that mark against you and stuff like that. You know, and it takes a lot to hold your integrity though, too. You know what I mean? Because like the majority don't. Majority of people don't have integrity. It's not like back
The
in the
majority?
day where like there was a
That's
street code and stuff like that where you got fucked up if you broke your word and stuff. You know what I mean? Or like if you didn't do what you had to do and everybody else was putting in the work and you didn't do what you had to do, you got fucked up for it. You know?
Minister, what's up?
You know?
How y'all doing, man?
Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Minister Matt, what's good?
I just want to see
Marty McFly.
I know we about to play against the Greece national team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nice.
Oh, that's bro. That's bro.
Yeah, what's up,
That's
Pop?
bro, Matt. That's your brother.
That's me. That's me, Pop. Bro ain't here, Pop.
Are you serious? What you doing, coaching?
Not coaching. He's the towel waver. That's all he is.
Oh, wait. That's bro team, though, right?
Let's go.
No, it's high school.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's 14 and under. It's 14 and under.
On the other side of town for another team.
14 and under.
You got two teams.
Okay.
Oh, so you all right? I knew it was something.
And Hoodie Rock, other KD.
Talk about you coaching something.
Right. So Minister.
Let's go. High me. Let's go high me.
So I know what it is. So Matt got the better team.
Yeah, he's a towel waver.
He got him holding down this team for this game right here.
Right, he's a towel waver. So Minister Matt, what you say about integrity?
Hey, you come from a long line of assistant coaches.
Everybody got to get right.
No doubt.
Minister Matt, what you got for integrity, man?
That's what's up.
Shut your ass up, Pop. I ain't fucking with you, Pop.
Yo, I'm glad you in there though, bro, because I so ill. I was just telling Mike, man, I did not know all these years that you and bro was brothers. Do you know that nigga was my coach, bro? He used to coach me when I was fucking playing and send me to
Integrity designs who you are as a person. You can get the integrity back, however, it will cause a flow within yourself. All right, later. Yeah. Peace. Mogul Mind said integrity defines who you are as a person. You can get the integrity back, however, it will cause a flaw within yourself that will stain your reputation. Put an asterisk next to your name, Pop, because you jeopardize your integrity already.
What?
Not Steve though. Steve stands tall on his word and his morals, and that's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, no. Sometimes so. I'm not perfect. Like I broke my integrity.
All right, put an asterisk next to yours too. Then.
But it's not something life breaking. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, mad people got hurt for it and stuff like that. It's just like little stuff. It's okay.
Stole a bag of chips. Stole a bag of potato chips.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes for the better. You know?
No doubt.
Nobody's perfect.
You know you lost your integrity. You know how you.
I will say everybody has done something that they're now.
You mess with other people's girls?
No, it wasn't me. It was Chris.
Bro.
It was Chris. I'm whistleblowing now. I'm a lantern lighting. It was Chris, and he's trying to say that it was a lot of women. I was telling them not to sleep with these other women, but that wasn't what I was saying. I was saying if they the homie, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it to the homie. We work together. And he like, yo, somebody else would do it. Why not me? She wanted to do it. And I'm like, yo, so your integrity was shot when you did that.
Yeah.
And Pop agrees with it. Pop agrees with what he did.
I never mess with somebody else's food, and I never mess with anybody else's girl. I don't do that.
I agree with the first gentleman. If you don't keep your word, I hold your commitments. You have to apologize and take responsibility that is required to establish the trust. Right. So you can't get your integrity back, Pop. Cal, that's what I was telling Cal. You can get it. You can get it back.
You get it back.
No,
you get it back.
But you know what I think? I think for me though, my integrity stands with who I am. Like I don't shy away from things when I do something and it don't work out. Like, you know, sometimes you be like, damn, I just did some DH stuff, you know? You might say I just did some DH
Mo, you
stuff. I don't want to say,
you can tap in
you know
whatever you want,
mean?
because I definitely want
Some
your point of view.
stuff. I
want your point of view too. You know, especially a female point of view on integrity. And you got an opinion. You have a life.
You know what I'm saying?
You've done some things.
Like, man,
so tap in sometime. We are here in the morning.
When you're
you
open to say what you did to people and be like, man, I messed up. It's different than somebody coming to you being like, yo, you a dickhead. Yo, you a clown. Yo, you a this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's different levels to it. You know what I mean? There's different levels to integrity. And there's also, it's at a moment thing. You know what I mean? Like, when something happens,
it's tested.
Right.
Tested at that moment.
It's like it tests you, and then you think about it for a second. What should I do? And then like sometimes you make the wrong choices, and you know. But integrity, like as a whole, you have certain morals. You have certain things that you won't cross. Certain lines you won't cross.
Right.
Right. And that's the bigger part of integrity. That's like your soul integrity, right? That's like who you are. That's who defines you. Like there's certain things you won't do. Like okay, like you know, my boy's girl come up to me and try to flirt. I'm like, yeah, nah, chill. I'll even tell my boy. Like I told my boy straight up one time. Like one of my boys, his wife was messing with some other cop from Nassau County, right? And she came up to me asking for advice. Oh, how do I do a report against this guy? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yo, this story ain't right. You guys were messing around with each other or whatever. You guys were dating or something. And she's like, oh, no. I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure y'all were doing something because otherwise he wouldn't act like that, right? Because it sounds like domestic violence, right? And domestic violence is only when you guys are in a, sexual encounter or stuff like that, in a relationship. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell your husband, man. And she's like, why? I was like, because your husband is my boy. You're not my home girl. I only know you through your husband. You know what I mean?
Yo,
so
Steve,
that's kind of. Oh, that's messed up. How you gonna tell
that's
him?
That's some tricky.
Friends?
That's
like,
tricky,
no,
Steve.
You got it wrong.
That's tricky, Steve.
You're
that you'll do that.
Wife.
Steve.
We're not friends.
That's tricky, Steve.
I'm friends with your boy. You know what I mean?
No, Steve.
So it depends on what Steve's mindset, though. Steve is looking at it. You got to realize Steve told the truth on those people. So it's
that's not the same, Pop.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that because Steve's mentality and how he think be different. Look how he thinking now for that. You and I both automatically would be like, Steve, that's that. And not that he was wrong, but he wasn't right neither, depending on who's judging. Because
we're going to talk about this. Not today, because I got to go.
Saying right now,
no, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm the type of person that if that happens,
we're going to talk about this.
Boy, and my boy has a wife, and they're talking about whatever. And he's my boy. I may have to have a discussion with her to say whatever they have if I think they really love one another. Because I don't want to break it up.
Hold on to that because I got to run. I got to cut it short. We'll talk about it tomorrow because that's one thing because we were discussing that in the shop one day and this is the good one. We're going to talk about this.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's tricky. So on the way out, stop trying to bite my line.
For me, it's a ground ball. For me, it's not tricky at all. For me, it's like.
Well, we're gonna educate you, Steve. On the way out, what you got?
Integrity, to each his own. You know what I mean? Like whatever that you're able to sleep with at night, that's you. That's it.
Pop, what you got on the way out?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody today, man, getting back home is not promised. So I just want y'all to be safe on the way out there. Everybody leaves home acting like they're supposed to be coming home. You're not supposed to always make it home. It's not 100%. So I'm saying to you, stay blessed, stay safe, and try to make it home every day, man. One day at a time.
I want to thank everybody for tapping in. If you was tapped in the room, you just came in and say what's up. Mobile Mind Beauty, thanks for tapping in. Always, man.
Stepper 222. What's up, big dogs? My brother Lawton in the building.
Good that you always shout out to Step 222. We always let's keep growing, keep going, and keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Don't jeopardize your integrity. Think about it before you can do. Don't just go get these riches and these gold. Trying to look for everything is gold. Everything that glitters ain't gold. So keep going. Miss Jackson, peace and love. I'll see y'all later.
Steve, be good, Steve.
All right, VC.
All right.
Good show today, yo. See?